did you see yourself in the industry when you were younger, or is it something you felt you've had to carve out for yourself?
I taught myself to walk like a man when I was 14 years old, and I caught myself in a mirrored door, and I was like, oh, that's why they call me a fit. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Right. So I got to teach myself to be something. So therefore, I grew up sort of in the 90s, thinking that what I needed to do was to conform. I never thought of the industry fitting me.
Mm-hmm.
And also the way we were taught at drama school and in society in general, was that you have to fit in. That's your job. And if you don't, then you get to work in, circus and cabaret, and you won't earn much money, but you'll be flexible and you'll have a good time. Until your liver fails, and then you need to think of something else. Am I wrong? So therefore, I never asked that question. What is for me was never the thing. How can I get access to it was how I thought about it. And then as I've suddenly become this sort of profiled actor in the games industry, what I've decided to do is kind of try to open that conversation up for the people that come next, because now I kind of have access. I don't know what's going to happen now that sort of I'm the gay guy who did the mask roles. I don't know if I'm going to continue playing those types of roles. We'll see, because it takes a while for these games to come out. But what I wanted to do was to make sure that the people playing the games and the people hiring were aware of us. So therefore, the places will exist more than they are. What about you? I think it's much more important.
Do you know what? That image of you walking and correcting yourself has just triggered a memory in me at drama school.
Oh.
And we were being soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
We were walking around in circles, like random circles, and not bumping into each other, just like soldiers do. And I remember the movement teacher yelling across the crosses, "Sam, you don't have to walk like a man." And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going, okay, well, I need to walk like a soldier, but in a feminine way, because otherwise I'm sure they don't. We've talked about like armor in games, right? When you actually put female characters in real armor versus what's in games, and they kind of look the same. They're just a bit shorter. They literally look the same.
Yeah.
So that was I didn't care. I remember just coming back from like, I don't give a shit. And that's my privilege, you see. I don't get my head kicked in for walking down the street like a man, right?
Right.
But to come back to the actual question, in terms of working in the industry, it wasn't even where games just got made. I played them, really enjoyed them. I think what sparked me off in terms of like as an actor being interested is Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2 just pops out of the screen fully formed like an action hero, and then it's just so interesting and flawed and full of personality, and it looked like a sort of secret Shakespeare that had just been released, and I just thought, oh, okay, that's a thing that interests me now. That's actually that looks good. Funny enough, because I was saying I was knocking on doors and that I ended up going to a third-party mocap studio I won't name here, but this was like 5 years ago, and they did like an open day, and we got to play with very conventional roles and then like creature stuff. It was fun, and then at the end, you do the old, "Here's my card if you ever need me," and they said, so there's two things, right? We're generally looking for men. We'll be honest, it's men we want, and you need to be really tall because you'll be playing soldiers. That's one role. And to be fair, at your height, I'm rather small. Strippers, that's sort of what's available to you. as a mocap performer. That's 5 years ago. So I hope the industry's come along since then. Funnily enough, the character that I'm really not allowed to talk about at the moment is very much defies my natural dimensions. So
Oh, excellent.
oh yeah. So I'm really excited.
Welcome
in
to
your
games.
face.
Yes,
in
exactly.
your face, third party mocap studio.